Hello, my name's Dominic Fonte with Cutler Real Estate. Thanks for tuning in today. I'm excited to announce that I have Tom Crank with me, who happens to be the owner of Pioneer Finance. And why I wanted to have him in today is when you go through a real estate transaction, there's very important people that are usually involved in the transaction because 70% of the time people have to get financing. Now, one of the questions that come up with me, and the reason why I wanted to have him in today, is he's a mortgage broker, right? So sometimes you hear about banks and brokers. Is there really a difference? So I wanted to ask him, like, what is the benefit if, let's say, someone was at a bank and they wanted a second opinion, they wanted to talk to you at Pioneer Finance, Tom, like what would really be, just briefly, like you said something about wholesale earlier. What is that about?
So mainly what we would do is we would work on the wholesale side. All the banks out there have a wholesale division,
Okay.
Which we work with. And we end up, we'll be able to give them and shop the market for them and give them a lower rate than maybe going to a retail branch.
But is the benefit, though, by coming to you as a mortgage broker, you know, are the terms the same? Like in other words, if I want to pay my mortgage off early, are there penalties? Or how does that work?
Yep, there's no prepayment penalties. If you actually, I took you through one of the wholesale divisions, you could go right to the retail branch and make your payment. Nothing's any different than getting it from a retail branch. It's just we're going to be able to get you a lower rate and usually lower closing costs.
Okay, so when you secure financing or refinance your home, obviously there's certain fees pertaining to doing the loan transaction, title fees usually, right?
Yes.
So like on a purchase though, do you have any special plans that maybe the consumers would want to know about that they may not be aware of?
There is a new one that's out as a 2-1 buy down.
What does that mean in English?
It's mainly you would start out if your interest rate today is 5.5%. You can get it where your first year is going to be 2% lower, which is 3.5%.
Which is probably good, right?
Yep, it's going to save you maybe $300 to $600 a month. It's mainly helping the people that today because of how the rates have spiked a little bit.
So it buys them some time to see the economy turn back around.
Yes.
So if I were to have a purchase agreement, buying a house, and we came to you to get financing from the very beginning of the purchase agreement till the day of closing, what is typically, how long does that take?
Usually we're closing them anywhere from 3 weeks to 5 weeks.
Okay, so that makes sense. So Tom Crank here is available for any questions you may have. And Tom, how could you be reached if someone wants to ask you a question about getting a loan or whatever?
Our office is right on 25th in Cleveland, just across from Malone University by the big fire station. But you could call us at 330-454-5320, or our website is www.p like in Pioneer, F like in Financial, S like in Service, Ohio.com. So www.pfsohio.com.
So how long have you been in the lending type of arena, I guess?
I've actually been in it for 26 years.
So
I
you
started
know what you're
Pioneer.
doing?
I started Pioneer 23 years ago.
Okay, so you've been through the ups and downs. So you always want to deal with true professionals in the industry because most people buy or sell real estate maybe 3-4 times in their whole life. So you don't want to take a chance with working with a non-experienced professional. So I appreciate you tuning in today. Tom, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate it. And call them if you have any questions. Take care.